So I'm putting together my clean eating group right now. It starts on Monday, which I'm excited about. I haven't gotten to do one for a couple months. I've been a little bit busy. But a clean eating group is how I got started in this whole thing. And before, I did my clean eating group in August, I think, last August. And before that, I was eating fast food every single day, at least once a day. We got pizza. We ordered pizza once a week, 2 giant ones for just the 2 of us, and lived off pizza all week. I had a Red Bull every single day, most days 2. And everything in our house was dirty, which what dirty means is like processed, right? And I'd been struggling really hard to lose weight, and I just didn't feel good, and I was tired, and I was sick all the time, and so I decided to try it, because Brian suggested paleo, and that sounded awful because I couldn't eat cheese. So decided to try it, jumped in, lost 4 pounds in 10 days of switching to eating clean and not doing anything else. But more than that, I felt better. I felt so much better, and like I ate less, and my headaches were going away, and all this other stuff. So then I got really into it. I was really excited, right? But then I was putting it together today, and while I was putting the clean eating group together today, I was eating an apple, and it was gross. It was really sweet, and it was like grittier than a normal apple is. And then I got to thinking about it and realized that this thing had probably been in my house for about 3 weeks, so that's gross. From the time it takes to get from like an orchard and then to somewhere else and then to somewhere else and go through 17 million people to get to your grocery store, it probably shouldn't be in your house for 3 weeks. And then I realized I was probably on the phone, really busy. I'm a busy girl. I was probably on the phone while I was at the grocery store and bought normal apples, which are the just normal non-organic apples. So this is its friend. I threw the other one away. I didn't even finish it. It was gross. This is its friend, right? It's been in my house for probably 3 weeks. This is the only thing wrong with it. It's gross as it over here. So I ran to the grocery store and bought an organic non-GMO apple just because I was curious, right? This is an organic non-GMO apple. And this is the normal apple that I bought. That's not normal. Why is this the normal apple? You could put this apple inside of it, and you wouldn't even know it was there. That's not normal, okay? So when I was thinking about it, and all these other things and all these other benefits that I've gotten from switching to eating clean, like the headaches and feeling better and losing weight and all this other stuff, forget all that stuff. I'm not even going to get into the fact that the same chemicals that grow this baby to be this big are the same chemicals that grow cancer. I'm not even going to talk about that, because that's not what matters. We're simpler than that, okay? The reason you should switch to eating clean is because your food will taste better. I can taste the difference between these 2 apples. And I'm not making that up. And if you ask anybody else who's eating clean, especially if they switched from eating from dirty to clean, they'll tell you the same thing. So then I was thinking about it, and recently Naked Juice, let's back up so you guys can just see my little visual aids here. That's nice. Naked Juice was recently in a class action lawsuit where they settled out after someone claimed that they mislabeled the ingredients on their products. This gets into a technicality. Unless something is labeled USDA organic or USDA non-GMO, people are kind of just functioning on an honor system. And unless it has that USDA, then they're not paying for the stamp. And currently, unless someone pays for the stamp, we just gotta like hope that someone's gonna audit and maybe check in on stuff. That's what happened with Naked Juice. No one had been checking in on them. Somebody did. And found out one of the ingredients I'll put out there, I'm not going to attempt to say it because I can't, is a chemical preservative derived from formaldehyde, which is that stuff that frogs float around in biology class on dissection day. So you're eating the same something that comes from the stuff that's preserving these dead creatures. Can you imagine what that's doing to your taste buds? Forget what it's doing to your insides. We don't care about that. Oh, can you imagine what that's doing to your taste buds? And I remember when I started thinking, like, this is gonna suck. And I hate chicken and broccoli. Just like plain chicken and broccoli sucks. I know, because I did it. I was with a personal trainer for 6 months, and that's what personal trainers make you eat. It's chicken and broccoli. And last night we were eating dinner, and I made this like casserole kind of thing. And it was sweet potatoes, zucchini, just like veggies, some sausage, and some eggs to hold it all together with garlic. And that was it. And it was so good. And if you had told me 6 months ago I would be stoked about vegetables and sausage with just garlic, I would have laughed in your face. And it was really good. And there's so many things now that I go out to eat at restaurants, and I usually can't eat all my food, not only because the portion sizes are ridiculous and I can't fit it inside my belly, but it's really rich and everything has like too much flavor and it's just too much. It overwhelms my senses. And there's so many things that it's the bad food I was eating before. I'm no longer not eating it because I don't want it. There's a lot of things I would like to still eat for sure, but it's because it doesn't taste good anymore. And I can taste the difference between these. If that makes you think about how good my taste buds are, Cool Whip tastes like a biohazard in my mouth. Skinny Cow ice cream sandwiches, cheated with one of those the other day. Very sadly, it sucked too. Didn't really taste good. Tasted chemical-y. And I was cooking, when you read a recipe and it's like, oh, salt to taste. And you're like, the hell does that mean? I'm not a 1950s housewife. Turns out, if you unformaldehyde and revive your taste buds back to life, you know what salt to taste means. I can tell the difference when I'm making baked potatoes between like a pinch of salt and 2 pinches of salt. Sweet baked potatoes. I just recently cut out potatoes from my diet. It's very sad. Rest in peace, potatoes. But that's the only reason you should need. Forget all the healthy reasons. Give yourself like a month eating this stuff and getting real food in your body. That's the only rule to clean eating. The only rule is that the food you eat has to be actual food. What a crazy concept, right? No. So that's my spill on clean eating and why you should eat clean and how it's so much easier than you would think it is. My first week switching to clean eating in that clean eating group that I'm putting together, one just like it right now, I ate lasagna and tacos that week, and both were clean. We make lasagna probably once a week, and it's clean. So I have a clean eating group starting on Monday. I could probably almost get this apple inside this apple through this gross hole. Anyway, clean eating group starting on Monday. It's free 10-day group. And I teach you everything you need to know about eating clean, kind of how the best way to transition into eating clean. I share a lot of really good recipes, some meal plans, a bunch of fun stuff. But it's easy. Daily participation is required. We check in, kind of talk about where you're at, just a whole bunch of fun stuff. But try it. Why not? I can taste the difference between apples. It's so great. Can you imagine how much better my other food tastes? Because I can taste the difference between apples. Because chicken and broccoli is pretty awesome now. So, yeah, send me a message on Facebook or stop by my website. My website is seizethedayfitness.com. Facebook is facebook.com/seizethedayfitness. So send me a message. I'll sign you up.